Well, for some of you guys that haven't watched before, I'm Mr. Minimizer. I minimize stuff, kind of like Ant-Man. Yeah, this first one says, "Dear Mr. Minimizer, how come I only hear of you on the web?" Well, because no one's gonna talk about it in the news. When you have people with crazy kind of power thingies, why do you really think people are gonna talk about it on the news? No, not really. At the bottom, it says it's from Jesus Naheda, and he also put, "Can you give me a shout out on your next video? If it's okay with you, it's okay if you don't." Well, I guess this counts as your shout out, doesn't it, Jesus? I think I met you before. Pretty cool guy. I mean, we wouldn't rob a bank together. I think you're too nice for that. So here's the second letter. Dear Mr. Minimizer, Valentine's Day is coming up. Do you have any plans? You have a Valentine. To be honest, I guess I do and I don't. Mainly don't with Valentine, but have a plan. I mean, I'm probably still gonna spend it alone, because I mean, it's not like I'm gonna tell her how I feel. I don't think she notices me. But people always think that most villains don't have hearts, you know? Like, sure, we do bad things, but Batman's not the nicest guy ever. Why do you have to bring up Valentine's Day, man? How about I just get to the review, you know? I mean, next week is closer, so might talk about it more then. But no, I'm not gonna break into song. Hey guys, Not So Average Jose here, and I'm doing this video from this angle because my tripod is in my car and it is too cold outside right now to go get that, and it's really late at night. I don't want to make noise, and if you've noticed, I did just get a haircut. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, I shaved too. Yeah, my sister did my eyebrows too. She has a lot of fun doing it. Today's movie, Blu-ray review, will be with Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Blog, which is honestly one of my favorite movies to watch. Like, every once in a while, I sometimes watch it back to back. Not too sure exactly when this came out. 2008. It was made kind of during the writer's strike, and it stars Neil Patrick Harris, Nathan Fillion, Felicia Day, all really great actors. Neil Patrick Harris, I guess you could say, is most famous for How I Met Your Mother. Nathan Fillion has Castle, but he also does a bunch of other stuff, including Firefly. For you guys that haven't watched it, make sure you go watch that. It's only like 13 episodes. It's a shame it's not longer, but for those of you who do fall in love with the 13 episodes, make sure to check out Serenity, which is the follow-up movie that was recorded a few years after the show got canceled. And Felicia Day, she has her, I forgot the name of her YouTube channel, but she does a lot of like video game and board game reviews, and just she had her own show for The Guild. The Guild is her show, and she's also been on Supernatural, and some of you might know her as Charlie. She's really cool on the show, and all of them are really great actors. The story mainly focuses around the three of them. Neil Patrick Harris plays Dr. Horrible, who is the villain in the movie. Nathan Fillion is the hero as Captain Hammer, and Felicia Day plays the love interest. The movie is only like 45 minutes. It's split into 3 parts because that's how it was released online. And I mainly picked this up in support of the movie, because they made it all for free, I think. Like, I don't think anyone got paid. They just kind of got together with Joss Whedon, which is why I looked up like Joss Whedon's work because it was coming off of Avengers, and I wanted to know like what his work was like besides Firefly, because I had already seen it at that point, and also Buffy. Much like my intro, Neil Patrick Harris kind of narrates the first part of the movie, kind of in a video blog style. He talks about some of the heists he's pulled, some of the stuff that doesn't go too well. He introduces Captain Hammer as kind of like someone who exists, and then he goes on to get this letter that talks about a girl he's mentioned that if he's gonna really like even talk to her, and he kind of breaks into song, and that's when we actually get to meet this girl, and who's played by Felicia Day. We get to see that the bad guy has a really nice side to him, but then the hero has this jerk thing going on, and you kind of get tricked into rooting for the villain the whole movie. It's exciting to see Nathan Fillion do his thing. You know, he's very charismatic, everyone likes him, but at the same time, if you really pay attention to the songs and everything that's going on, it doesn't really seem like Dr. Horrible is really that horrible. Throughout the movie, we see Dr. Horrible just kind of like himself fall into his feelings and kind of not really be a bad guy. I mean, he still wants to commit crimes and whatnot, but he wants to be with Penny. He genuinely likes her. He is genuinely interested in her, where Captain Hammer is a butthole. So throughout the movie, sorry that my camera moved, guys, but throughout the movie we see Dr. Horrible really start to express his feelings about Penny, and he's really troubled with whether or not he's going to tell her. And personally, I feel like I relate to this movie because I've had that situation multiple times where I really want to tell this girl, hey, I really like you, but I'm scared to like face rejection. But I mean, who doesn't? Where like this other guy, Captain Hammer, just kind of swoops in and, you know, kind of literally steals the girl, and he doesn't even really care about her, but she's all like into him, and it kind of just, it tears Dr. Horrible apart, and this way you kind of like sympathize with him, and you really start to feel sorry for him. If you made it this far into the video, guys, well, whether or not really, I just want to thank you for coming back and watching my Blu-ray Tuesdays every week. If this is the first time you watch one, thank you for joining us, and I hope that you like it. Hope it didn't get too weird at some points. For Blu-ray Tuesdays, I do weekly movie reviews for movies I have on my shelf, and I share some of the stuff that I got over the weekend. And again, this weekend wasn't really anything big. Thank you guys for watching. Hope that you have an amazing evening, morning, good night, whenever you get to watch this. Love you guys. Bye.